Hey, how's it going? My name is Omar. Today's video is going to be a rotational exercise. You can use bands, which I'm going to use today. You can use cable machines, or you can use the ground zero machines, which are a cable machine as well. So working on rotation, the most important part of the whole body, your core, okay? 29 different muscles originate within this area here. So if I'm doing a rotational exercise, I'm working on that many muscles. So especially for someone who wants to lose weight, the more muscles I use, the more energy I expend. Rotation's best for all athletes. I mean, every single sport that you can think of has a rotational movement involved. So if you play any sports, or if you're just a regular person, it's a great exercise, actually a great exercise. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you 3 different angles. The high to low, side to side, and also low to high, okay? So, again, I'm going to use the JC bands. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab onto the handle, okay? I'm going to start off with my feet about shoulder width apart. I'm going to hold on to the handle with the arm closest to the machine or the resistance, okay? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cross my hands, okay? Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go from a high to low angle. So as I rotate my body, I'm also going to pivot the opposite leg and pivot to the direction that I'm rotating to, okay? One of the things that I learned this from JC, Juan Carlos Santana, and one of the things that he used to say is, if you look at the wrinkles of my shirts, you will, the more wrinkles you see in my shirt, or the wrinkles that are on my shirt, think of those as the muscles that you're actually working on, or the muscles that, can I give you a visual of what muscles are working? So I'm going to start here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate, I'm going to pivot, and I'm going to swing down at the same time. When I come up, I can start here, or I can come up and pivot on the way up as well. It's your choice. I won't. I'll only pivot on the way down. So pivot, up, pivot, up. Make sure that the handles are always in front of the chest. You don't want to move just your shoulders. You want to make sure that you move the torso, okay? You don't want to do just the arms. I've seen people at the gym do this. They're not really working on anything. So again, you want to make sure here, boom, pivot, and come all the way back down. Now, the most important part of this exercise is the body awareness of your body, of your feet. Now, watch my feet. Both of them are going to start off at shoulder width apart and toes pointing forward. Now, without looking at my feet, I'm going to rotate, pivot, and when I come back to my starting position, I need to feel my feet back to its normal position, which is straight, okay? So what I don't want to do is I don't want to come up here, not pay attention to my feet, and then my feet start to come out, and then my feet are then my stance is wide open, okay? So, a lot of things to remember: rotation, pivots, and body awareness of your foot, okay? So low to high, boom, back up, pivot, back up, pivot, okay? Now I want to make sure I do both sides. So I'm going to do both sides, okay? That is high to low, or wood chops, okay? Now, side to side, okay, I get to adjust depending on the cable machine or the resistance. You adjust the machine or the resistance. Now I'm going side to side. If you notice, the band is no longer coming from an upward angle. It's actually coming from a side angle, okay? And again, same rules apply. Shoulder width apart, toes pointed forward, hands on the handle. I'm going to pivot. I'm going to rotate and come back. Pivot, rotate, come back. Pivot, rotate, come back. And again, you have the option of rotating the opposite leg, okay? Now, if you do that, now you have to be aware of what both feet are doing, okay? So if I do that, I gotta go pivot, rotate, body awareness, and then switch here. Boom, here. Boom, here. Boom, here. So that's a little bit more advanced. I'll let you choose what you want to do. Now I'm gonna go from low to high. Okay, again, shoulder width apart, toes pointing forward. I'm gonna start off at a lower angle. I'm gonna come up and pivot upward. Down, up, down. You want to make sure that your eyes are always following your chest. So what I don't want to do is I want to look forward and then my body is rotating, okay? You want to make sure that my eyes go with the chest so you don't create any other deviations. Here, up, down, up, okay? And again, please don't forget to do both sides, okay? Especially for sports like baseball, softball, golf. The athletes are one side dominant. So you have one side of the muscle really, really strong, and then the decelerating muscles are not going to be as strong when you turn them around and use them for accelerators. So you want to make sure that if you're right hand dominant, make sure you turn it around and do the other side so you can create a balance. I've actually seen people, like golfers, walk like this, all crooked because they use only one side, and that muscle becomes tight, and then you create a deviation, and then you don't want to walk all crooked. So, hope you enjoyed today's video. These are JC bands. Great tools. Again, you can use a cable machine or ground zero. Hope you enjoyed it. FunctionalCoreFitness.com. You are here. Selfdefined.com and SuperBodyCare.com.